Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So to verify it, let's go to the account again. Let's go to account now. Okay, let's go to the account and let's go to IAM. We created two role. So we created a role and a policy. So we'll go to IAM. Okay, we go to roles. Under the role, what was the role we created? I believe we created a role called Sony. Okay, let's check what was the role I created. What was the role name? AWS IAM reported batch 2. Yeah. What was that? Sony? Yeah, Terraform batch 1, right? Okay, so this is a role which we created, Sony Terraform batch 1, and that's the policy name attached Terraform Sony, which you have named as. And if you see the policy, let it come. If you see the policy, the JSON section will give you the detail, like this is what you have written. And on a trust relationship, we added a policy also, which was on EC2. So the identity provider, so if you click on added trust, so this is what we written on the trust policy. Okay, so assume. So, so see, this is what Terraform can do, right? As an infrastructure, as a code, it can deploy not only the role, not only the users, but anything in your account. Okay, so Terraform is basically used to automate the infrastructure. That is like infrastructure as a code. And we do have a GitHub accounts for them, and we do put all these codes into a bucket. We do put them all into a version control. But do we do security checks on that? Do we scan the codes for such stuff, right? Because so far we know that developers are writing the code, right? What is the trend? Developers are writing, or developers will be the one who will write the code. So we have to scan what? Developers code. But are we scanning the code of infrastructure? Are we doing anything on the face of infrastructure code as scan as security? Okay, do we doing it? Are we doing it? The answer is most over on the organization is no. Okay, and what happens is that a particular person whose role has been assumed, like, and that particular person has created an infrastructure which has a config which allows things to be get vulnerable. Okay, also this can be captured on the AWS accounts itself, but to be very to be in a proactive cases, why we don't scan the code like infrastructure code when we push it, like before we deploy the account, why don't we do the security scan of the Terraform files so that we know that if there is any infrastructure security issues in the automation or in the code which is going to deploy the infrastructure. Okay, so to do or to scan our infrastructure as a code, we have a file sorry, we have a tool called tfsec. tfsec is a code or a scanner, security scanner, which you can use to scan on your Terraform codes. Okay, it scans uses a static analysis of your Terraform template to spot potential security issues. Okay, always 0.12 plus support version. So it gives you the information. Let's say you have an 80 port or written, like you're creating an ALB listener, application load balancer listener has been created, and that's on an 80. And you have a CIDR blog on security group, which allows everything to be open for the world, around the world on ingress. So in that case, it's gonna give you the information. Hey, there's an issue on this. you are using 80 HTTP, this is an issue, because if you are using ALB, why don't you recommend? They recommend you to use 443. Problem 3, you have security group. You have created DB security group, and that's the group has been created, but there is no CIDR blocks has been included. Fourth, you have a managed disk, okay, but there is no encryption enabled. Okay, enabled is false. So similar stuff like on AWS, Azure, GCP, anything, you can use this TFSec, right? So that every time your infrastructure as a code is going to execute, this TFSec will execute and will give you the information on what security is required on the Terraform templates. Okay, so cool stuff. Come back to this screen again. Okay, on this, if you one more interesting stuff on Terraform is once you are done with the work, you can even destroy the resources. Just writing Terraform destroy. Okay, so if you have made any changes, you can just write Terraform destroy, and that changes, all those infrastructure changes will be destroyed by writing this command itself. Okay, so your so your resources, your role name, your everything is going to destroy. So it says 3 is going to destroy. Say yes, destroy them. Our work has been done. Okay, so all those resources are deployed. So from security point of view, you have to think it like whenever there is an automation or infrastructure as a code is going to be automated, we have to think from the angle that, okay, these are the set of infrastructure which is going to be deployed. Before the deployment happens, we will scan the IAC code as well. Okay, so it's a Terraform. If it's a Terraform, doesn't matter, you have a different languages to do it, but always the best practice of security, enforce that even you are automating the infrastructure, make sure that the automated script has to be go for a scan. Okay, for Terraform we have TFSec, there is Ansible, there is Puppet. Okay, these are the other languages which can be used as infrastructure as code. Ansible, Puppet, CloudFormation, Terraform. Okay, more weightage is Terraform because Terraform can do the automation on different providers of cloud. Okay.
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
But so it's better to be used. So so that's a market. It takes the moreover 20 to 30% of the market has been completely on Terraform. So there's a tool called TFSec which can do the security scan of your IAC. For different languages, there will be different scanners which can act and give you the information. Hey, this is the wrong way of deploying the infrastructure, and there has an issue on your infrastructure as deployment code. Okay. Yep. So having been said, so this is how you automate the infrastructure and where you need to have a security on the infrastructure as a code automation as part. We'll wait here again for the questions if you have any.
Vasant,
Yes.
yeah, so Terraform only for the configurations only, right? It will do, or it will upload automatically if you keep anything here. Like S3 bucket we have, so we need to upload an objects. So through Terraform we can upload.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Okay,
can
everything
upload.
we can
You
do
can
through
upload.
Terraform.
Yes, you can do anything with the Terraform. Everything, like everything on the cloud,
Oh,
anything automate, any operations you want to automate, uh, Terraform can do it for you.
okay. And Vasant, I have one more doubt, like not might related. So microservices are there, right?
Yes.
So if they need to use AWS, so they'll write in Lambda function, or how they going to be configured?
Now, microservices, if you talk about Docker, right? You're talking about Docker? You want to deploy Docker
Uh,
or what?
yeah, might it be deployed in a Docker also?
So if you wanted to work with microservices, see, it completely depends on the infrastructure you wanted to use. Lambda can be one of the solution which can do the microservice infrastructure deployment, but also Terraform can do it for you. Terraform can deploy the microservice infrastructure as well on the cloud.
Okay. Terraform is a open source or a paid one?
It's an open source. What next we have is a open vulnerability assessment tools, which there are some vulnerability assessment tools which comes in, which can be a vulnerability assessment, or you can think of a security auditing tool, which comes in handy. And very good tools are there which can help you out to audit your complete do the auditing of your complete AWS account. They scans your account and gives you the information about what's compliance, what's not compliance, and with a very good reporting stuff. So we have many tools to do this stuff, do this thing, but the best one which I like is a Scout Suite. So I'll take you to that tool. Go to Google and write a Scout Suite on the Google. Just go to Google and write Scout Suite over here. Scout Suite. Okay, this is an NCG group multi-cloud security auditing tool, which is a very good tool over here. You can even install it as a pip install Scout Suite. Okay, so it's a Scout Suite tool, which is an open source multi-cloud security auditing tool, which enables security posture assessment of cloud environment using the API exposed by cloud vendors or your cloud provider. Scout Suite gathers configuration data for manual inspection and highlight risk areas. Rather than going through dozens of pages on the web console, Scout Suite presents a clear view of the attack surface automatically. And Scout Suite has designed in security consultant auditors in order to look for security issues in your multiple clouds like in Azure or Google Cloud, Alibaba, Oracle. So it gives you an auditing tool, right? It's a very good tool. It's a pip library also. You can just install a pip install Scout Suite, and then you just have to run it. And how do you have to run it? You just have to run Scout Suite and then give your profile, which profile has to be used, and then that's it. Okay, so it's very easy to run the this is how you run it. So Scout, you have to write vendor, then profile, and then you just run it. Okay, and once you run it, you will have a good set of commands will be running against your run against your account, and it will give you the set of non-compliant standard with a very good HTML look and page out. So you will have a very HTML look page out and a complete website, which you can see over here. Okay, so you'll have external things, what has happened, what not has happened. So you'll get a report card of your complete compliance and non-compliance stuff. So complete auditing of your account can be done with this particular tool, and it's a multi-tenant uh, multi-tenant open source tool. So you can run this to GCP, you can run this to Azure, you can run this to Oracle, and you can run this to anywhere you want. So I think it's a very good tool. You can just install it with pip3. I think my pip has not been updated, so pip3 install. Don't have pip3 install. Actually, I didn't have updated my Kali, so I'm a bit scared it will take time.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
This is what I was worrying about. Yeah. So you guys, any one of you guys can download this, just like pip install in Scout Suite, and then once it's installed, you just have to write scout -minus version. As I don't have that, that's why I get this. Right. So anyone from the crowd can install it, and do let me know if you can share your screen. Then we can walk through people that how it works. Um, may I request Lohit? Are you there? Anyone from the participants or from the candidate team? Anyone want to share their screen? Um, and then I'll guide you through how you can install Scout Suite, and we can run it to your account to grab you the information on. Okay, I think I have that tool already, but the requirement is the issue because yeah, this is async is the issue for me. So anyone wants to share the screen? Lohit, are you
Hello.
there? Yeah, Lohit.
Yes, yes, I'm trying. It is not still installing. It's giving some pip related error. It is showing to upgrade the pip. Just try, and if it success,
Okay,
I'll share the screen.
okay. Just say pip3 install Scout Suite.
Sure.
Do let me know once installed. We'll have a redirect to your screen. Yeah, so it's installing. Lohit, do you have a AWS account? Okay, so what I will do is I'll create a user for you so that you can do the audit on my account with this user. Lohit, I'm going to give you the access key and secret key separately. Just create a profile with that. So this is in secret access key. And that's a secret key. create a profile, and then we'll use this profile to do a scan on my account, to do an audit on my account. Okay.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecops? Enroll for our DevSecops certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
So it's still installing, right? Once it's installed, you can just write scout minus minus version, and you will see that it's been installed or not. Yep, installed. So you just write scout space AWS. That's the vendor space minus minus profile. The profile name which you have, yeah, base minus F. Base is itself is a, yeah, there's no minus. Okay, press enter. Recognize. Okay, leave the base minus 4. Okay, so it started doing the auditing. So wait for some period of time, and then it's gonna drop a complete report card into an HTML format. It will give you the location also, Lohit, where is the report card. And once we have a report card, we'll click on the report card. We'll see that what's so good, what's not good, what is compliance, what's not compliant. Okay, we'll wait for some period of time. So it's started scanning, it's getting the information. So as it is taking time to run, so keep that running, Lohit. We'll come back to you. You can stop sharing, and once it's done, we'll come back to you and we'll see the report, how it looks like. Thanks. Okay, so so we have that, we have other open security auditing tool as well, but this one is the best one which we have it in the market so far now. So Scout Suite, and the best approach and the best thing about Scout Suite is that you can use it for different clouds as well. So you can use it for GCP, you can use it for Azure, you can use it for AWS, you can use this for Oracle DB as well, like Oracle Cloud as well. So that is the good thing, that's why we or I recommend to go with Scout Suite, which is a security auditing tool and can do the security assessment on all the AWS component available in your AWS account. Okay, so the profile, but you have to give a profile which have a good, I created a profile for Lohit, which I have given a username and access key because we are doing the auditing. So we need a profile which has a good amount of permission, because Scout Suite is going to use those permissions actually in order to read the resources information and to find it out whether those are compliant things or not compliant things. So Scout Suite works like a security hub. You have a security hub. It's going to do the similar stuff, but with a set of best practices and standard, which is there in the which is there for securing the AWS resources. Okay. Now, apart from that, what else we can do, or what else if do we have a checklist, or do we have a checkpoints where we which we can follow in order to make sure that the resources or the accounts where we are going to deploy the resources, or our AWS account is following a secure standard or not? Do we have a checkpoints for that? Do we have a best practices for to implement the security on the account? Scan done, Lohit. Thanks. Let's get back to you again. Can you present? You are a presenter, Lohit, already, so you can share.
Can you see my screen, brother?
Uh, I cannot see. Not yet. I can see. Anyone else can see Lohit's screen?
No.
Wasn't.
No, Lohit, we can't see yet. You are a presenter now. Now we can see, yes. Okay, so this is a cool stuff. So you see this? This is a report which we have on the account. You have CloudTrail config EC2, 38 resources, 28 roles, what has been managed, ELB. So all this, like, can you click on right mark of IAM? What we have in IAM. So IAM, what is not compliant? The root account without hardware MFA, root account used recently, password expire policy has not been modified. So you can click on the expand, like plus button. It will give you more details on that. For the resource field, might grant permission to more access. IAM password for all resources. So you know, these are the set of compliance which needs to be there. Okay, but it's not there, and it gives you the detail of what passed, what not passed. Okay, so that is a that those are the red marks are the issues which you can give a report to your team. Hey, we did scan your account, and these are the set of issues which we discovered on your account. Okay, so there's an auditing tool, Scout Suite. Okay, so the HTML page has been dropped when the scan was ended. So Lohit, can you show when the scan ended what has happened? So the scan completed, and then they give you opening the HTML page. Okay, and then the HTML page get opens, and then you went to that particular page. Okay, cool stuff. So there will be a drop of, you see that drop of results was there. So creating Scout Suite report AWS day4.html, and that is what has happened. It tried to open it, but it did not able to open. But the day4 was completely created over there, and Lohit is opening that day4.html file to show you the results. Okay. So yep, that is what the auditing tool is. Scout Suite. It is a best tool in the market so far. So if you want to audit the whole account, you can use this, run it on the account. But yes, we need a good privileges on the role, like the one which you will be using as a profile. That role has to be a good level of permission is required to that. and then only it will go to each and every service and gives you the information on what has went wrong, what has went well.
Does it need to be a root account?
Not need to be root account, but an administrative privilege will work. I give you the administrative privilege, and I delete it just after the scan results has been there. Okay. So any questions into that, like auditing tool? So this is how it will be. It will be for every service. You will get it on the screen, like, and every findings is been completely listed. So it looks good and very good tool over here. So Scout, CloudTrail, config, issues on KMS, S3, SNS, SQS, SES, secret managers, right? So anything. If it's a complete blank, like you see the secret manager has been complete blank, 00 has been because this service has not been used. Redshift not used, Route 53 not used. That's why it's not showing you anything. RDS was used, so it shows you RDS instances, what has happened. EMR is not used. So whatever has not been used, it will show you that part has not been used. Okay. So I hope it makes sense. You have any questions into this?
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.